Hey guys, so for today's video, as you can see, it's very dark out. I have finally been matched to a surrogacy, so I am going to be pregnant soon. I'm so excited. I am very, very excited. Anyways, by the time this video goes live, I should have more videos up on the surrogacy, but I figured since this is the first one I'm pre-recording, I may as well just go ahead and let you guys know what's going on. I'm gonna be a surrogate, which is great. So I'm gonna be having a baby, and I plan to take some time off from makeup in that time just to kind of help this family, you know, in the best ways that I can. But I'm still going to be posting, so I want to go ahead and pre-film some videos. So I'm going to do some 2 looks 1 palettes, and I'm actually diving into the everyday eyeshadow palettes that I purchased for my YouTube channel this month, which this is August. So I have my Colourpop order. I don't usually do this, I usually wait till the end of the month, but I want to go ahead and get this stuff pre-filmed because of the aforementioned reasons I just talked about. But anyways, here we go. If you're curious about the order I'm talking about, just check out my August monthly order for 2022. I am doing my Colourpop Set in Stone palette. So excited. I saw that they released these and I wasn't intrigued by them at first until they released the Clay It Cool palette, and then I was like, I kind of really want those, and they kind of do remind me quite a bit of the Patrick Ta ones. I'm getting the first Major Dimensions Patrick Ta palette this month, so there's going to be a 2 looks 1 palette coming up. I think I'm going to put that up before this because I tend to put the 2 looks 1 palettes up in the order that I had them organized in my YouTube kit, so I think I'm going to do my Sephora ones first. These are probably going to be one of the last ones. I haven't figured out how I'm going to organize it yet, but yes. So if you did watch my August monthly order, I'll explain it in that too. These will be used. So let's get into it. I'm going to prime one eye with my Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer in C0. Just a little bit. And I'm going to do the Rock Solid Cream shade here on the other eye, because I'm pretty sure this is meant to be a eye primer. At least that's the only thing I can imagine it's there for. It's a little bit deep to be an eye primer for me, but I want to see how well the shadows stick to these primers. I want to see if there is a difference. So I'm not mixing, I'm using a different finger. I am not going to set because, like I said, I want to know how these shadows perform on these different primers. You guys? Okay, I don't think that there's a lot of versatility in this palette. You're gonna get pretty similar looks, but I think I'm gonna try and do a day look and a night look. So let's do that. I'm gonna start with my BH number 8 brush. I'm gonna go into Adventurous. I'm gonna go into Adventurous right here from the Profusion Mattes palette. And I want to give each look a fair start, so that is going to be my transition shade, because I know I love this palette. I know I love this mattes palette. And I want to see how mattes go on this. Same thing, using Adventurous, same brush. More or less the same way, it's just this is darker because the primer is darker. I apologize, I keep sneezing, which is why my eyes are so red. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, let's get this over with, hopefully. Alright, let's try to do the night. Let's try to do the day look here and the night look here, because I really want to see how the shadows work on this, so I want to put as many shadows on this side as I can. So I'm going to take the shade Gravel right here on that same crease brush and blend it into the crease on the day side. Wow, that's very pigmented. Wow. This kind of is reminding me a little bit of Bare Necessities, like a mini version of the Bare Necessity palette. I actually think that that is good for a crease color for a day look. Like, I would literally blend this out a little bit better, put a shimmer on the lid, and be done. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take Concrete on my finger and put that on this eye. That didn't apply the best. Most shimmers usually do with your finger, so that was surprising. Okay, I'm gonna take this BH number 6 brush and take the shade Stonework right here and try to see if I can get that on the brow bone in the inner corner, because I want to see how this shimmer formula applies on a brush. A little messy, a little messy, a little messy, but still overall not bad. No additional product on the brush. Blend, blend, blend. Okay. I really thought that this eye look was missing something, so what I did was I took the Tiger Lily shade right here from the Natasha Denona Mini Tropic palette. If you have the Big Tropic palette, then you have this shade, and I put it on the lower lash line. Still a very wearable day look, but I think it's actually a little bit more fun with the blue lower lash line. Now let's move on to the other shades because I'm more intrigued to see how this looks. Alright, so let me go in with, actually, no, let me use this one. This is the number 9 brush from BH Cosmetics, and going in to So Chiseled right here, and I'm going to use that to start working on the crease. I am not seeing any creasing, so that is fantabulous. Although I will say I'm having a little bit of a tougher blend. And the only thing different is the primer. I'm going to switch brushes and go back to this number 8 brush and see if I have a better time, and take Igneous, this shade right there, and blend that very, very lightly into the crease, because we are going to smoke this look out. I want to have those other 2 shimmers on my lid, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Hammer Time right here on my finger, and I'm going to take Dimensional right here on my other finger. And what I'm going to do is Hammer Time is going on the inner portion, and Dimensional is going on the outer portion. Alright, that's good. Okay, so going into this number 5 brush from BH Cosmetics and the Steady shade here, that's the deepest brown. Definitely think this is a good everyday palette. I'm going to do the outer edge where I didn't put any shimmer. So I am noticing now there is creasing with that shimmer, and that shimmer hasn't been on that long, so there shouldn't be any creasing. So that's weird. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the number 6 brush and go back to Stonework and put that in the inner corner, because I actually really like this in the inner corner. Yeah, that looks great. I'm going to take my number 4 brush and go into the shade Lookin' Sharp right here and use that as a matte brow bone highlight, because I just feel like you're going to have a lot going on with this look and probably aren't going to want something super intense. And then a clean number 10 to blend out the crease. That it does melt, like it blends very, very well once you've worked with it a little bit. But it was a little bit tougher to blend on this side, so let me finish this eye up, and I'll be back. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't stop myself from playing in color. I took the Mini Tropic palette again, and I took this shade right here, which is called Mint Frost, and I put a little bit right in here. And I obviously took the Matte Blue Laguna shade, and I put it on the lower lash line. Works so well. Again, if you have the Tropic palette, the big Tropic palette, you have this. If you have Pastel from Natasha Denona, the Pastel palette, I believe Mint Frost is in there as well. I like this palette. It's a little out of my comfort zone, but when I want to use these colors, it's really nice to have this Natasha Denona palette. But anyways, all in all, I think I like this palette. I'm just getting off first impressions. You're not going to get a lot of like variety, but it's good for an everyday palette, I think. I like the packaging. I like the idea of it. I think it's a lot better than their 9 pans, and I think it is a lot more affordable, obviously, than their 39 pans, I think is what it is, or 38 pans, something like that. Big palettes, they're mega palettes. So I am very happy. I am extremely happy, actually. So let me know, are we feeling the day eye? Or are you feeling this night eye? I can't tell you about longevity. However, I am going to be doing a series on my channel testing out each individual palette in my YouTube kit, and there I will be testing out longevity. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. Remember, it costs you nothing to support this channel. So I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, lovelies!